Finally, one additional consumer stock we talk about often here, and that's in part because it's coming to South Africa in the imminent future. Starbucks, which is a big player in coffee and prepared foods. The stores, I think people will be familiar with if they've traveled to Europe or the United States of America, but it has a very big business in China. That's worth remembering. Chinese people love it. When they buy the Starbucks coffee, they walk around apparently in the city with the logo on the front so you can see how clever they are. Market capitalization, $80.44 billion, so still pretty hefty. Price to earnings ratio rather high, 34.35, dividend yield 1.43. Coffee we love. People used to drink booze and Coca-Cola. Now they drink coffee. Is that right?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, if you look at America, Americans have had this love affair with coffee for many, many decades. Yeah. And to be fair to the Americans, they've tended to go for the real thing. I mean, it's coffee. Unlike in South Africa, where it's predominantly chicory.
Yeah,
okay?
The mass market for coffee is not very sophisticated.
Yes. So I think there's been an education process taking place with Starbucks over many, many years now, going back to the 1970s or 80s when it was first started. And it's been remarkably successful. I'm going to be fascinated to see what happens when it comes to this country.
Yeah.
With the charismatic Carlo Gonzaga.
Yeah, I mean, whether they do well or not is going to be interesting for us, but it's not going to be huge in the life of Starbucks.
Oh, no, it's very, very small. Look, it may have some resonance further out into the continent, into the next decade or so, but that will take time. You're right. It's more to the emerging economies, the places like China. I mean, in the UK, they've had an interesting sort of checkered history there. They've done pretty well, but they've been, along with one or two other big American companies, they've been told recently they've got to start paying tax.
What?
Which is,
taxes? Yeah, because they organise their affairs. So there you go, very strong performer over 5 years. Also, as have all stocks, has not had a great start to 2016, potentially offering a bit of an opportunity. Two big things, as mentioned China, but I also mentioned mobile payments are a big thing for them. And there's great scope to sell more food because they have this position in the consumers' minds around fair trade. So they've gone away from just like biscuits and walnut banana loaf. They're now also doing consumable snack items that you can have for lunch.
Yeah. So it's quality, it's upmarket, and it's expensive. Make no mistake, it's much more expensive than the competition.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to manage, because of that aspirational nature of it, to which you've alluded, to maintain that very, very premium aspect to it.
So hot or not on this one?
Yeah, look, I remain hot on Starbucks, definitely.
Excellent. Good. I am too. So